Hey there, Bobcat family. Principal Ferrera here. I'm just checking in. Hope everybody is doing well with everything going on. I did want to jump on here and make a quick note about course selection for next year. I'm sending out a letter with the Bobcast going to everybody's email, but I did want to highlight a couple things about course selection that are really important. So for one thing, the counselors are working really hard making sure everybody can get the courses that they want to take next year. And what we've seen in the past is a tendency to overdo it a little. Students taking a lot of advanced courses and taking courses that maybe they didn't get the recommendation to take, and they're overriding the recommendation. You can do those things, but I really want to urge against it, and there's a few reasons why. For one thing is just mental wellness, mental health, and just making sure that you're taking a load that you can definitely excel in and do well. Colleges do like to see a number of advanced coursework. They like to see that you challenge yourself, but what's also important is your performance in the class. So take courses that you know you can do well in, or a course load that's challenging but not so challenging that it's going to be hard to do well across the board. And we don't want to see students stressed out. We don't want to see students regretting their choices in the fall once we start. So this is a really important decision. Colleges are starting to look at other things other than just your coursework and grades. They like to see a well-rounded student. So it also would be important, if you have colleges you're looking at, that you really look into what they're looking for in a prospective student, and is this situation with COVID changing anything they're looking for, because that also may be the case. You might have gotten a letter that said you're recommended for 6-7 advanced courses. That doesn't necessarily mean you should take the recommendation. When teachers make the recommendation, they make it, but they don't necessarily know that you've been recommended to take all those advanced courses. So it would be important to keep that into context. With the COVID-19 situation, there are two important points I want to make about how this impacts that decision. First, we are going to have to teach some content that would have been taught in the fourth quarter at the beginning of next year. So now those advanced courses and any courses that you may not have been recommended for that you want to take are now going to have the additional content added in on the beginning part. The second thing is budget. This whole situation is creating a shortfalls at the national, state, and local levels. And I expect that I'm going to have to budget very tightly for next school year. And what that means is, in previous years, there may have been some wiggle room where if you decide you don't want to be in a class anymore, you might be able to find a seat somewhere else. But I think that's going to be especially challenging next year, to be able to find you a seat. And we could be in a situation where you want to change a class, I don't have a seat for you, and we have to look at maybe even online or other options that I think we're seeing are harder to. You can't really replace the in classroom with the teacher type of situation. So please read through the letter. Let me know if you have any questions. But again, the bottom line is, I really am urging everyone to, especially this year, in light of everything going on, that's Evie over there, to please pay careful attention to recommendations from the teachers, and pay careful attention to overall course load, and don't overwhelm yourself and overstress yourself with the course loads you take. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching, and please feel free to reach out anytime. All right, stay well.